Hola, hola, hola. Hello, 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 my beautiful planner babe divas. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl here, Daniela, the planning diva. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me here today. I really appreciate you. It is currently Sunday morning, April 27th. Yeah, 27th. And I'm right about to sit down and do some creative journaling in my big happy planner in my beautiful Flagship. I am finally getting back into it. I took a little bit of a break for the beginning of the year. I didn't do anything in my creative journal until like mid-March, and that's when I started journaling for my Arizona elopement adventure road trip, which we are in the middle of that. I've been putting up videos. I think I'm on my second one only. Yeah, I'm just on the second one. I just put that up. So I've been putting those out, and I have plans of like slowly releasing them bit by bit as you know we continue through April and May. There's a lot of videos. I think I have about 12 or 13 videos from that series, and so I didn't want to just do them all at once and then like not have any other type of videos come out for a while. So my plan is to just like release them slowly, like every 3 to 4 videos I'll do another part of that great Arizona adventure elopement road trip creative journaling session. I've been having so much fun with that series. I hope you've been enjoying it. So you'll see those like come out over time, although they were all filmed kind of in mid-March, mid to late March, I think. And honestly, I still haven't finished. I have a few more things to do for that scrapbooking situation, mostly journaling. I still haven't journaled in those pages, which I might try to do some of that today. We'll see. Anyways, for that great Arizona adventure road trip scrapbooking session, I don't think I did any like face-to-face moments with the camera like at the beginning of the video because I was so locked in into trying to finish that up. So I'm really happy that I'm able to go back to these little hi hello front facing video segments at the beginning of my planning videos. I kind of forgot that I was doing these, and so I stopped doing them, but I want to get back into them. Although the lighting is atrocious, we're gonna have to figure out some of the lighting situation because it is really atrocious. I have all of my lighting obviously like over here and it's pointing down, and so it's kind of like behind me. I have one light over here. Let me see if I can. Ooh, that's kind of harsh. It's definitely coming from this side. The lighting is atrocious. That's one of the reasons why I've been sort of avoiding these as well. The lighting is atrocious. I don't know how I'm going to fix this. I used to have to bring a light source from over there, which is like where my work bench area, where I do all my Cricut stuff. I used to have a light over there, and I would bring it over here to put right behind this camera, and I ended up taking that lamp to work, and I've been trying to find a new lamp, so I don't have any lamp over there. I might get a floor lamp, honestly, now that I think about it. Maybe I'll get a floor lamp. That way I can like stand it over here and that doesn't have to rest on anything. That's an idea. Well, I'm rambling now, so let's get the video started. We're working in my creative journal for the current week, and yeah, I'm excited to be back in here. So let's do it. Hi girls. Okay, we're back. This is the current setup. I have my cafecito here in the corner. I got my little candle going. I've been really enjoying having a candle next to me while I'm planning. I just got this berry bramble candle in my little Easter basket from my sister-in-law, and so I've been really enjoying this scent right here. So we're in my creative journal. Ooh, I already set the spread up in that I dated the days, but before we get into that, let's do a quick little flip through of my creative journal and where I am currently with it. So this is my creative journal, my flagship. I like calling her my flagship because she usually is the most important planner in my lineup, and it's the one that I actually hold on to for posterity in the years following finishing a planner. It's a big happy planner, which is the size I love to work in. I have my cover page. I have my year at a glance, which I need to cover this up with something because it's 2023. This is the current year, but I haven't worked in it at all. I do want to work in this, but I just always forget to. And then we have this divider that separates the year at a glance from just some memory keeping pages, some photographs of Stephen and I that I really like. We have just like a little sheet with some happy planner dimensions that help me out when I'm cutting out like scrapbook paper to line pages. I have this folder full of stickers and box stickers in particular. Another divider that I really like that separates the rest of the planner from these like additional pages in the front. So this is where the planner pages start. And actually, this divider used to be the January divider, but I cut off the tab and I used it for the March divider because I thought it was perfect for March, because this was, the month where we took our Arizona road trip and got married. This is a monthly. I really like it, but I never really finished it or completed it. I'm still thinking about going back in here and trying to journal a little bit, kind of like map out like the major events that happened in March. I always like doing like a sentence a day of the most important thing that happened any given day for the monthlies. And then following that, we have March the 3rd through the 9th. I didn't journal in here. I'm thinking about going back at some point and doing this. I'm going to try my hardest to get caught up with all the spreads that I missed, which are quite a few. So we shall see how successful that is. But I'm actually using an outdated planner for my vertical pages. So I have to redate everything. And the only thing that is correctly dated are the monthly calendars, because I am using monthly calendars that are correct, but I just don't have a vertical style planner pages that are correctly dated. I think the planner that came with these calendar pages was a different format. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, it was a teacher layout. So obviously I use a vertical, so I had to like glue some pages together here, and I had to use like a vertical planner I had in my collection, but it was outdated. So I'm having to date everything. So that's why the sticky note here says March 3rd to 9th. Here's a little sneak peek into a future Arizona road trip video. I set this up as part of that series. So this was March 10th through the 16th. This was when we headed out for our road trip. And then we have March 17th through, I think, is it the 23rd? Yeah, it's the 23rd. This was the second part of our road trip here. And right in the middle of this, we have a shitload of pages. So you can see here that I have the other half of that spread on the other side of this massive chunk of pages. This was the Cat Coke sticker book. And then at this point, you've seen this cover here. And then you've seen these two pages here. So I won't flip through the rest of it. But yeah, this is the scrapbooking section of our little wedding road trip. And following that, we have the following week, which I don't have anything here. Although I only have one more week in March. And then we have the April currently, which I haven't done anything for. And then we get into April. This is a Jess Miller Draws planner divider. I think I have the Jess Miller until June. I have that same planner until June. I think June is the last month I have this planner for. So it's the last month where I have the 2025 calendar. And then moving forward, I'm going to have to redate the monthlies as well, because I'm going to go back to the, Tanya Garcia planner, which I ended up not using the second half of it in 2023. So I'm going to be reusing her pages here. So I'll have to redate everything. But so far we have 3 more months with a dated monthly. And I really, really like the Jess Miller Draws dividers. And I'm getting inspired to start decorating my dividers again. I actually did this in a little like virtual Zoom planner session with Cecilia from Creatively Gracious. We got together over the weekend and just had like a nice little planner sesh. We just got together for 2 hours and hung out and chatted and worked in our planners and just talked all planner things. It was really, really fun. And I got inspired and I did this planner divider decoration. I had so much fun with it. I did feel like this divider needed a little something more, and so I had these puffy flower and butterfly stickers that I overlaid on the bouquet to give it a little bit more of a 3D effect. I added these shiny holographic bee stickers and then some strawberry shortcake strawberry stickers and the little strawberry shortcake and friends poofy stickers for a little bit more texture. I thought it turned out so cute. I'm very happy with this. And then I also set up my April monthly in my planner sesh with Cecilia. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love it so much. It looks so full and cute. This is how I like my monthlies to look. And I actually went back and wrote down, a couple of the major things that happened this month. I used a lot of washi tape. I used I used the Disney seasonal sticker book that came out recently. I had a pack of Easter Snoopy stickers that I sprinkled throughout the page. I also had some of these paper Suteca stickers that I got recently at a little craft fair. So I sprinkled those as well. I even added some stamps in here because I did a big reorganization of my stamps and I got like a new stamp storage situation. So I was able to like go through all my stamps and just like get back into stamping. So I really, really like how this monthly came out. And then I also went ahead and redated the entire month here with stickers. I actually started working on this one this week. Like we went camping this weekend and I took some planner stuff, and while we were at the campsite I worked on this. I didn't do too much obviously, but I did start getting into here and I want to finish this at some point. Then I redated this week and then I redated this week, and this is the current week, so it's currently the 27th in the morning, and next week we're heading into May. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up this spread right here, and I'm planning on using Homesteader, and I think that's pretty much it. Homesteader, I have some Mojo Jojo boxes in gray boxes and brown boxes to help like go along with this sticker book. This is one of the sticker books I'm trying to finish this year, so I'm trying to make a good dent in this one. And that is the plan for this week. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I have my little cafecito here. So that's going to help wake me up. So good, so good. And we'll just get started. Let me see. I kind of want to pull out some washi tape here. What's a good washi tape for this spread? I'm thinking of something a little bit less pink, a little bit more neutral. Oh, you know what? I have the perfect washi hanging here right in front of me. I have a little washi tape holder that I have hanging here in front of me. And I have some of my Cafecito Designs washi tape. And I think this brown is going to look so good. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, this one right here too would look really good. These two together, and maybe even this one would look really, really good. So, okay, I'm gonna start off with this one. And let's move the sticker book to the side. So let's start off with the washi. I'm trying my hardest to use a lot of washi. Like first thing out the gate, just line the pages with a lot of washi. I personally like the look of a lot of washi. Some people might not. I definitely am more of a maximalist than a minimalist. So I like a lot of washi, and I'm also trying to get through a lot of my washi. I think my ideal goal is to only have like maybe 2 packs of washi, like around this size. Like this one, I want to get my collection reduced in washi to the point where I only have like these 2 containers. Like this is enough washi for me, definitely. I don't need any more washi than this, but I do have like probably twice the amount of washi in my collection. So I'm trying my hardest to get through a lot of this washi and yeah, just get use out of it, you know, before it starts to get less sticky and be a pain to use. I do want to get good use out of my stash. Also, I just realized I feel like I'm on the yellow setting of my light. Maybe I should go back to, I don't know. No, you know what? I kind of like the yellow. I forget which one I use. Let's see. So there is the white setting. Do I like that more? Yeah, let's actually use the white setting. I forget which lighting I use. Okay, no, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, let's see. By the way, if I'm feeling a little low energy, it's because my stomach kind of hurts. We had Sonoran hot dogs yesterday, which is like essentially a lot of hot peppers on a hot dog, and they're delicious, and we have them all the time. But for some reason, I think my stomach was not very happy with this hot dog mix. But I took some Pepto-Bismol, so I'm hoping that it helps regulate my stomach. We shall see. So I'll go ahead and use a similar washi tape from that same collection to line the edges of the pages as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I love lining my pages with washi tape. I think it like elevates a look. It makes everything kind of look a little bit more like full and cohesive, and just provides like a nice framing for everything that's going on in the spread. I think it's one of the easiest things to do that instantly makes your spread look really, really good. So highly recommend that. Plus it makes you use your washi. Like it gives you a lot of use out of your washi. And sometimes I also outline the edges here, but I think maybe you know what? Let's do it. I was gonna not outline the edges on like on the inner side here. Like sometimes I'll put washi tape down the middle here. And I was not going to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Might as well, right? So there we go. Looks good. It looks good. And then I do want to use this washi tape as well. I might use it to line the top up here, like so. I'm a little bit more wary about using like deeper washi tape in like long unbroken lines like this, because I feel like it, I don't know, I feel like it looks a little bit more awkward when it's like a darker color. It feels a little bit more, I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's something about like deeper colored washi and like long uninterrupted strips that doesn't look quite right to me, but I still don't know why that is. I don't know what technical art term I need to use to like describe that feeling. Okay, so there we have it. Let's look at, let's do a quick flip of this Homesteader big sticker book to see what we're working with. We have some quotes. We have some circle stickers. Ooh, look at these plates. Might use those. Ooh, some gold foil, like flower stickers, more florals, some more paper sticker plates, circle stickers, clear florals, some paper quotes, paper florals, clear quotes, clear florals, lots of quotes, clear quotes, lots of quotes. I'm immediately drawn to this big one right here. Do what brings you joy. Planning brings me joy. I'll put this right here. That's one thing about having a big planner. It's like you can really use these massive quotes pretty easily without sacrificing too much space. So what else do I want to do here? I might use this one here. This is where the good stuff happens. I'm kind of like considering doing like sort of a like plate centered spread. I've been kind of inspired by Haley's Corner. I don't know if you watch her. She's like a big thrifter, lifestyle influencer. I think she has close to 1 million subscribers. but she does a lot of thrifting videos, which is why I watch her. And she was she's like decorating or renovating her home right now, and she's been doing a lot of cottagecore decor thrift hauls because she loves that like farmhouse aesthetic, which honestly I do too, although I think I'm somewhere between like a farmhouse and like a southwestern ranch. But she's been playing around with like doing wall decor using vintage plates, and so I'm kind of like inspired by that. And I'm thinking of using these like dinner plate looking stickers as a kind of foundation for this spread. So let's go ahead and do that. I can kind of layer them here and there. And I might do, let's see, I might try to do this one here. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And then this one, I could do this one over here or this one over here. I'm thinking over here, like that. That's kind of cool. I like that. So then I used up all of these plates. And then let's see what else is in here. Ooh, I like the circle sticker too. It's kind of giving like a little bit reminiscent of the plate. So we can definitely use this one. I can either put it here. I'm thinking of putting it over here because it's probably going to kind of like balance out this page more, because this page has 4 days as opposed to 3, so it always feels a little bit more like you have more space on this side. Let's actually first start off with a quote. Let's do another quote again to balance out that massive quote we have on the left. I think that's like one of the easiest things to do in like making a spread is like just start off with balancing things and then the rest will follow. If you want like a quick easy spread, start off with doing some kind of balancing act between your left and right pages. Oops, I kind of put that down wrong. Oh, my stomach hurts, girls. It hurts. Okay, so now that that's there, I'm thinking of maybe putting this like over here. Yeah, like right here. Perfect. Just that way I can bring those circle motifs down the page a little bit and not have them just stuck up here at the top. So there we go. And at this point, I think we should do boxes because we're starting to run out of room. So let's see. I have this massive box here. And we can either use these light brown boxes, or we can potentially use gray boxes, or a mix of both. I'm thinking a mix of both. Because I feel like the farmhouse, it's like largely cool colors, but I do have some warm colors in the washi tape, so I want like a mix of both. So I'm tempted to use this massive sticker. It's a little bit longer than I want it to be. So I might have to cut it down a little bit. So for example, I could layer it here, but I wish it wasn't this long. So what I might do is I might just cut it like right where I want it to end, and then put this sticker like overlapping. So that's just, it shrinks it down to the size I want. Let's use one of these little quarter box stickers to layer over that, just because I honestly don't use these quarter box stickers very often. They're so tiny, I don't really feel the need to use them. I'm just trying to get rid of them. So it looks good when it's layered, so that's why I like to use them. So now let's use some of these lighter boxes. These grays. Oh, see, I think this might be the perfect color. I think this light gray is a little too light. Is it? I don't know which one to use. Maybe I'll go with the lighter one, honestly. I don't use these gray boxes as much as the brown boxes, so I still have a lot of them left. The brown boxes, I feel like I am in danger of finishing them. Okay, so let's go ahead and just like plop down some of these lined boxes here and there. Let's put one up here. Ooh, I like that. Let's see what else. Ooh, I definitely want like a nice big journaling box for the weekend because I have a lot of plans going on. I don't really want to cover the quote sticker, so I wonder if I can peel that up a little bit and layer the box underneath it. All right, like that. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. There we go. That's looking good. Okay, let's go back to the brown boxes. And now what we can do is maybe we can start to use smaller boxes. Although, let's see if I have any smaller boxes. Okay, I have these. Let's see. What happened this week? Not much happened this week, honestly. So I don't really feel the need to like save a lot of room to journal. So I think maybe like 1 or 2 boxes per day is like sufficient for journaling. Let's put another one over here. Perfect. And then maybe 1 more gray box here. It looks fun though. It looks good. It looks like a nice little spread. Okay, so let's put this gray box here. And then I could also probably put a gray box where? Maybe up here. Actually, I'm kind of maybe thinking of, you know what? No, let's do it. Let's put a gray box here. And then I think that's it for boxes. I think we're done with boxes. Let's go back to decor. I like when I'm able to just like pull a few washi tape, a couple of sticker books, not too many, like 2 or 3, maybe 4, and just do like a nice little spread with those. Okay, let's see what else you can pull from the farmhouse sticker book. I don't think I have room for any more like of these larger stickers, but we do have like some florals I can sprinkle. We have more of these dinner plates that are a little less large than the other ones. More florals, some quotes that maybe will fit. Let's start off with the gold foil flowers. I like these little sketchy gold foil florals. We can sprinkle them throughout the page. They look so cute. Let's not forget to drink our coffee too. I've been kind of leaving that to the side here. Okay. I think it looks great so far. Let's not forget the sides as well. I think one of the easiest ways, again, to like make your planner spreads and pages look nice and full and just like really well and thought out and intentional is to like start from the edges in. Like I think a lot of us will forget about the corners and the edges and we really focus on the middle. But I think if you build a frame and then build in, it really helps bring everything together. It makes it feel really full from top to bottom, from edge to edge. One of the most common things that I see that make, you know, a spread look maybe a little less interesting or exciting as you want it to be is like that lack of attention to the outer parts of the spread. So definitely don't forget about your edges, those outside corners. And same with the top row as well. I know with the numbers there, it's very easy to like neglect this top part, but we got to pay special attention to that top part because I feel like that is also one of the major reasons why a spread looks kind of funky or a little empty is that we don't pay attention to this top part. Right now, it's very empty for me. It feels like a black hole, but we'll get there. Let's put that there. Very, very cute. All right. Oh, look at this bee right here. How cute is this bee? Oh my gosh, we have to use the bee. I'll put this right here. How cute is this? Oh, it's so cute. That bee in the corner. Okay, I kind of want to put like some florals here, which means I might have to cut a floral in half. I'm totally fine with that, but let's see about what floral would be a good floral to put there. We could use this this like what's it called? It's this gold outline, and then cut it off, cut it in half. Thank you for your service, Floral. I'm sorry that I have to cut you in half, but you look so good there. And then we can use the other half on the other side of the page. Waste not, want not. And also, again, we're like including some detail on the side of the page as well, which is really nice. Again, it makes things look so nice and full. I do want to put some florals kind of like here on the edge, because whenever I put that washi straight down the middle, I do feel that it kind of cuts the pages in half. It kind of stops this flow of, what's the word? This motion that really should happen across the 2 pages of your spread in order for it to feel cohesive. I feel like these bars down the middle kind of stop that flow, but you can like reopen that flow, I feel, across the page if you work to like integrate stickers across the page, like adding some florals here and there. I think that helps kind of like draw the eye across the discs and across these bars. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. So for example, I have a sticker, this floral sticker here, and then let's add another floral sticker. Maybe should I do it like on the opposite side? That might be a little too matchy for me. So maybe we could balance it out by putting it at the top here. So this sticker and this sticker being similar, and then also kind of being balanced out. Your eye kind of hops from this sticker to this sticker, and then you're able to like achieve that flow again. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. The coffee is definitely hitting, so I'm starting to be a little bit more of a chatty Cathy. I really like this gold foil, but it's, I don't know if I can fit it in. I could put it here maybe. That's kind of cute. I really like a lot of foil on my pages. Some people don't, but I definitely do. And then what if I added some blue, like these blue leaves here? Wouldn't that be cool? I could either do it like this, like that. That's kind of cool, right? I like that. And then maybe I'll add like some of these florals there. Ooh, I'm really liking how this is turning out. Is there anything else I want to add? I do really like these dinner plates. Again, the dinner plate decors, I'm like really feeling it. So what if I added some here and there? Like I could add that one. There's this one that I could add. I can't add a lot because I really don't have a lot of room. But maybe I could add just like one more. Maybe. I don't know if I can actually. We might be done. We might have reached sticker capacity. But you know, I think I really like how it is right now. I am tempted to add more things, but I'm also like wary of going a little too far. It's a fine edge that you walk, a fine line that you walk when you're a maximalist, from like being tasteful to being just like sticker vomit. I definitely toe that line and cross that line definitely quite a bit. So the last thing I want to do, I think, is I do want to kind of fill the top with some sort of sticker design, because as I said, that top is one of the places where we often like abandon this top part here. Although it is difficult to decorate because you want to like avoid covering the stickers. There's not a lot of stickers that are that size. So let's try and see what we can do here. I added a little sticker up there. Maybe what we can do is, I don't want to like add these stickers everywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut stickers in half and try to play around with them like that. I might even add some line art as well, like little pieces of line art. So for example, I could add this flower here and then cut it. Ooh. So it's just like peeking through. Same with here. Let's add like a little bit there. And then cut that. Oop. I think I lost the sticker. Here it is. It somehow appeared on the back. And then we can add maybe, I'll add this little piece here. That's so funny. I used everything except the middle of the flower. So now I just have this like circle sticker. I don't even know if I want to use that because it looks kind of odd just by itself. So we can do that. And then let's grab this sticker here. And then we can kind of like layer it like that. It looks good. And then let's grab this red flower here. So I think it'd be nice to have like a little red flower here. And then we can cut it a little bit. So again, I don't want to add a lot of these like flower stickers just like straight up like this, because then it would be like too repetitious. So let's cut that in half, and then we can use this little piece that's left just kind of as like a little decor. So we can just add that right next to it. It looks like a little tuft of grass. And that looks really, really good. I think that's pretty much everything I want to do here. I'm happy. I used a lot of stickers from this Homesteader book. What if I grab this last little quote sticker? It says, do less, love more. I definitely am resonating with that. I feel like I am definitely in an era of my life where I'm kind of like in hibernation. I'm in a little bit of a senescence era, if you will. I'm just resting a lot more. I'm like staying home a lot more. I'm not going out as much. You know me. I used to be someone that would have like a million plans every single weekend, every single month, every single day. I was rushing from thing to thing. And right now I'm kind of in an era where I want to do less. I want to kind of really lean into being a homebody. I would not say I'm a homebody. I would say like up until now, I'm the opposite of a homebody. I like to be out and about, but again, I'm kind of entering this era where I'm trying to be at home a lot more and just kind of like relax and rest after years and years of being an Energizer bunny and just being out and about. So yesterday, Saturday, we stayed at home pretty much most of the day. We went out a little bit in the morning. I went thrifting with my mom. But other than that, I just stayed home for a while. Oh, we did take the pugs to the dog park, which is like 5 minutes away. But I did stay home quite a bit. And so it was nice. It was definitely nice to be at home. And so that's why I was kind of inspired to pull for my Homesteader sticker book, which I also am just remembering now that I had plans to finish this baby. So two birds with one stone sort of situation. So this is the finished spread, and I'm going to clean up my desk a little bit and then get to journaling. So let me put some things away. Okay, something I also have been wanting to do more frequently is use my stamps. I just did like a big stamp reorganization yesterday because I got a little like a plastic drawer set to organize my stamps. And I've been wanting to use them more in my journaling. So I pulled out just 3 little stamps. I already have a lot going on this page, so I didn't want to do anything too big. So I'm going to just do something really, really simple. I pulled out these 2 teddy bear stamps because I think they're kind of like vintage looking, and I feel like they go with the energy of the spread, which is very like cozy and homebody. Again, I don't know if I have room to like stamp them, but oh, that's so cute. I like that. How cute is that? Like a little vintage teddy bear. And then I have this shop till you drop sticker, stamp, which is so cute. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use this as well. And then I'll put it here at the bottom of this dinner plate, shop till you drop. How cute is that? Because my mom and I went shopping. We went thrifting on Saturday morning. So I have that. And then I have this little teddy bear. Look how cute that is. I might like stamp this around a few places because it's so cute. As like a little decoration. This is adorable. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. How cute is that? Okay, I think I'm good with that. So adorable. I gotta pull out my little rag that I used to wipe down my stamps. Thankfully, I used like a sepia, or what is this called? This is a memento ink. It's called Desert Sand. So it's not too deep of a color, so it wipes off pretty easy. How cute is that? I love little stamp details. Okay, the last thing to do is to journal. Ooh, is my camera crooked? It's been crooked this whole time, you guys. I hope that's not too annoying. So my last thing I have to do is to journal. So let me grab a pen. I'm gonna go with my Pentel Energel in 0.5 in just black. And I'm gonna go ahead and journal. I'll probably fast forward this, put some music down, and then I'll come back and let you know how it went. All right, girlies, I am back. That took longer than expected, and my stomach definitely hurts. I need to go drink some more Pepto-Bismol after this. But just a quick little recap on everything that went down this week. So Monday, just a regular old work day, nothing much of note except that we had some vendors come to campus. They come every quarter, so every like 10 weeks, and there's like a bunch of local vendors. And I got a bunch of stationery. Actually, I think I have it here. I got a bunch of stationery from that vendor. I got stickers, I got washi tape. The vendor is Paper Satuka. I got a sticker, and I got some sticky notepads. So that's their business card. That was really fun. I also got like some crochet keychains. I got 3. I got 2 as gifts and then 1 for myself. That was really fun. And also Steven ordered some things from the Happy Planner, and they came in. He ordered some things for my birthday, and so the package came in, so that was exciting. I won't go too much into detail on that because I want to do like a Happy Planner spring release review video. But spoiler alert, if you can recognize that sticker, Tuesday was an interesting day in terms of work, because Tuesdays we have our lab meeting, and Tuesday was interesting because one of our lab members ended up giving their 2 weeks notice, and that was announced in lab meeting, which was kind of a shock to us because it was very unexpected, and so that was quite a drama. Plus, that lab meeting was kind of interesting because I had to present on things that I'd been trained on. I've been training on different techniques in order to, like be more of an asset to the lab. And I shared what I've been learning and what I've been trained on up until then. And I have a feeling that I'm going to get much more busy in the next couple of weeks as our lab members dwindle down, because not only did we lose that one lab member that was unexpected, but we're also losing another lab member in the coming week because they're moving on to a different era of their life. And right now, because of the federal budget cuts, we are under a hiring freeze. We cannot hire anyone else. And so workload is really going to fall on the people who are still in the lab. So I feel like that meme right now, the I am in danger meme. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you all posted. Wednesday was actually really nice because I took a day off. I took a day off to get a lot of chores done. And honestly, I just felt the need to take a little bit of a breather. I feel like I've been kind of doing a lot recently. And so it was nice to just kind of take a step away from everything in terms of work, and just do a lot of things that I've been kind of on the back burner, and I keep on telling myself I'll do one day. So I did a lot of chores. I went to the post office, I went to the dry cleaners, I went to the tailor, I went to the store to get groceries. I hadn't even had time to go get groceries. I also wanted to just sit down and like write this manuscript that we've been working on for months. I'm working with a colleague. Every week we get together and we write a little bit of a paper that we're writing together. And it's just going really slowly because I don't have that much time to dedicate to this paper. But we're so close to the very end, and I felt like, okay, let's just sit down. Let's sit down for 4 hours and really write and push this thing to the end. And that's what we did. We met from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on my day off to write this paper, but it was nice because we were able to finish it and push it through and hand it over to our colleague for their edits. So that was really, really good. I felt like a big milestone had been achieved there. Thursday, we were back to work. We had an intense gym session in the morning. My body was so tired. I almost considered canceling my Friday class because I felt like maybe my joints were not going to be able to take it. But I managed to stick through with it, and I did go to the gym Friday. But otherwise, Thursday was uneventful. There was a lot of things I had to do in our mouse colony. I manage the mouse colony. So there was a lot of things that I had to do in the mouse colony. So I spent 5 hours organizing our mice. Friday was uneventful as well. I had lunch with a friend at 12. And then also one of our research undergraduate volunteers has been really getting into Pokemon cards and collecting Pokemon cards lately. And that's really funny because I'm a child of the 90s. Pokemon cards came out in the 90s, at least in the United States. And I have all of my Pokemon cards from when I collected them in the 90s. So I have this massive collection, and I've been collecting ever since then. So I had a bunch as a kid, and then through college, I bought a couple of things here and there. And then from then, since like 2015 to now, I've been collecting a little bit every year. And so I have this massive Pokemon collection, and we were talking about it with the undergraduate volunteer, and he's just getting into Pokemon, and he just has like a handful of cards, and he's really excited about the whole thing. And so I brought my massive Pokemon collection to share with him, and he was so impressed and so excited by it all. And we traded Pokemon cards because that's the fun of Pokemon, is like trading with friends, and like everyone likes different Pokemon. And for me, it's less about like the rarity of a card and more whether I like the Pokemon or not. And I like really cute Pokemon and really funky Pokemon, so I tend to go for those. So we traded Pokemon cards. That was really fun. What else? I have this crate on the back of my bike rack that I put all my stuff in. And then when I was like putting my bike in my car at the end of the day, I accidentally like positioned it weird and it fell, and the crate fell off and broke. So now I have to get a new saddlebag. I've been meaning to do that. The crate is kind of janky, so I've been meaning to get a new saddlebag. I actually just took a pause while I was writing this and went online and I ordered it. So got that done. And then this little box here, it's more for Saturday because Friday afternoon, evening was kind of uneventful. But Steven ended up getting a bicycle rack for our car, and he also went to the bike shop and fixed my bike wheel, which I was really grateful for. But yeah, we're so excited because we finally have a bike rack on the car. That's going to help me out so much because I bike like a mile into campus as part of my commute. So that was super cool. And then this past weekend, Saturday was really uneventful. It was very chill. Spent a lot of time at home. Like I mentioned, I went thrifting with my mom in the morning to a couple of Goodwills. I stopped by the Target and I picked up some Pokemon cards and also a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This craze that's happening right now with Pokemon cards is kind of like refueling my interest in Pokemon. As I've said, I've always been a collector, but it comes in waves. Like some years I'll buy like just one pack, and then some years I'll buy like 7 or 8 different packs. And so it's been fun to see this like resurgence of interest in Pokemon. And so it's kind of like motivated me to reorganize my collection and kind of flip through it again and get back into it. So that was fun. I stopped by the Target. I found some Pokemon cards. Not that many. All of the booster packs are sold out, of course, because they're selling out like crazy. But I got one of the trading card decks, which are less popular because you know exactly what you're getting in those decks. So I did that. And then for the rest of Saturday, it was pretty chill. I talked to my sister on the phone. I also had a planner session with Cecilia from Creatively Gracious. We did a Zoom planner session and just hung out and chit-chatted and worked in our planners and talked planner stuff, which was so much fun. And then I just watched RuPaul's Drag Race on the TV. And then in the afternoon, I took the pugs to the dog park, which was really, really nice. And I just read my book there. And in terms of today, we actually have a quadruple birthday celebration. We're going over to our friend's house. Her and her husband are also born in April. Like both of them are born in April. And me and Steven are also born in April. So we're just having like this quadruple birthday celebration at their place. It's going to be just a good time. And then after, for dinner, my family is going to go to get barbecue at Lucille's Barbecue, which is like an hour away from us. It's like our favorite barbecue spot ever. And that's where I chose to eat for my birthday dinner. My birthday is actually next week. It's next Tuesday, the 29th. This is all outdated, but it's the 29th. So we're celebrating the weekend before because my mom's actually leaving on Thursday. She's going to go visit my sister. So that's the only time we'll have together to have a family dinner. All right, that is it. This was a long video. This took me like an hour and a half to get together, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I really like how it looked. I had a lot of fun with these dinner plates. At first, I was just writing in them normally, but then I got the idea of like writing in this little like spiral to kind of match the plate, and I really like how that turned out. I got to do that more often. But yeah, it's super, super cute. Very happy with it. And I am like, I feel like I'm getting back into my creative journal. It took me a second, but I'm starting to feel like the rhythm of like getting back into this thing. So that's really, really fun. All right, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me here today. I really appreciate it. If you made it to the very, very end of this video, please let me know how you've been doing. Have you been working in your planners? Have you been taking a break? What has gotten you excited about working in your planners? Let your girl know. Drop some teddy bear emojis in the comments if you made it all the way to the very end to celebrate little teddy bear stamps that I kind of went crazy with here. And I hope to see you in my next video. So until then, stay safe. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy planning. Adios.